Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of We-On-Loc Nation channel. Um, I don't even know where to begin because this YouTube shit is toxic. This whole YouTube shit is so toxicable. Let me see if you can hear me. First and foremost, gotta get my audio straight. Okay. All right. I guess I could start off by saying each and every time I hit this live, I get a sense of something sterling within me to say something that really I need to get off my chest that everyone seems to bring up. If it's I hear mostly stupid ass Negroes just come out the blue and say it, but I mean, quite frankly, it doesn't bother me anymore. It's just the simple fact that people take it out of context all the time. And when you do, it's like me giving allegedly 12 grand to somebody and for an extended period of time. All I can say to that is if I were to give a random person just a mysteriously, allegedly 12 grand, wouldn't that be out the kindness of my heart? Or would this notion be that I just want some trim or some stupid shit like that? And often 99% of Negroes would say, yeah, you wanted some trim. That's bullshit. At the time, me and Michael Mick doesn't exist because this person doesn't exist anymore in my life, in my lifetime, and in your lifetime. If she were to speak, I would not listen. I would be a mute. I would not say anything because she doesn't exist to me. Because although more than not, people who do bad things to people can be forgivable. People do wicked things to people, including doxing one of my parents, and they're no longer living, and they're the only person in my life, and they're gone from existence. And this person knew about it, but bring it onto the forefront as it's a game to get what they particularly want is effed up in itself, and you have literally no right. But this is a game. This is an ugly game. This is an ugly game people play. But if this mysterious quote unquote 12 grand, let's just say it was 20, does this particular individual have the rest of that money? In a bank account somewhere? No, she does. No, this individual does not. If that's the case, why are we still talking about this? And Furthermore, I'm not the only individual this person has done this to. So, needed as it may, it doesn't bother me. That part don't bother me. The one part that bothers me is when this individual docks my mother. That's the only thing that bothered me, right? It doesn't bother me, but that part in itself don't bother me anymore because I'm free from oppression. I'm free from all the bullshit that's ever that this is the one thing that's happened to me that really got me wanting to go out and do bodily harm to this person. Because believe it or not, if there's a particular individual that you're close with, and she means everything in the world, he means everything in the world. It could be my brother, it could be my sister, it could be someone who is closest to me that I love and adore and I respect. But when they pass away and they're no longer in your life, that means something to me, right? You could say that's a cancer. I don't care what, Virgo, whatever, Leo, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, if this individual decides to go ahead and spew just do the shit that was done, and this person knows it, but she can this person that can deny it all she wants. Right? If this individual had any type of sense at all, she would leave most the thing that with the quote unquote 12 grand, which didn't even exist. She would have left that where it was. But no, she dug deeper in trying to hurt me and doxing my mother. That I cannot forgive. Because like I said, my mother meant everything to me and then some. And like I said, even I mean, me and my mother, we have issues. Just like any parent. I mean, that was the only person that was left in my life. And you take that very thing and you stomp it on the ground and then say all types of egregious stuff. It's unforgivable to me. But ever since that time, I have released that demon and I have moved on. But ever since that, I mean, YouTube's forever, right? I could be in the North Pole somewhere. I can be in the South Pole. I can be in the Pacific Coast. I could be on the East Side. I could be anywhere, minding my own business, and something and one person would have brought that shit up. Even I mean, this person has done some egregious shit that most people know about and has been told to me, and I would have to say I would dox the shit out this person, but that's not who I am. That's not me. That's not who I am. I guess I have other things to do. Now, if this person were to keep it up and I had no other choice, then I guess the fight would have been on. But she, this individual, which I don't even know who she is, this is one of my neighbors. They cannot stop arguing. But anyway, doesn't really bother me anymore. Like I said, it's basically it's Here today, gone tomorrow. Hmm. Um, I had something in mind that I wanted to play for you. And well, I'm sorry, before we get into all this, because either my laptop's freezing or something's going heavily wrong. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kill all these tabs except for one. All right. There she goes. All right, I'm gonna kill all these tabs here except for one. Once you shut down. I can do without virtual reality for a while. Um, the Melanie situation, mahogany situation. I still think these are some lonely Negroes that need help, some lonely individuals that I don't see on YouTube, but anything to get views, get clicks. The whole thing. Get views, get clicks, get this, get that. Whatever makes them feel good at night. You know what I mean? I don't know Reg the bad guy personally. I mean, I've talked to him once. D. Durrell knows him. You know what I mean? I guess he's a good guy, but the people that he has on his panel, I don't know. I mean, what I particularly heard in Mahogany had me. I mean, she told me that she was gonna go up there, so I said, "All right, let me see what's up." Had that Sambo ass nigga up there with the crow face or whatever. The one that particularly likes white women ill. Uh, I mean, he was being who he was, and an asshole. But most people like that are assholes. I mean, can we, for once in our lifetime, become actual adults? I mean, we're talking about people that are already in marriages. Why would this one little woman affect you? Why? Why? I can't listen. When it comes to mahogany, I can't stop people from what they're doing. I can't stop people from going on platforms. That's not my thing. That's not my job. I don't stop people from going on platforms. But what I will do is, if I don't know that individual, then I'll just go, huh. Or if I know the individual and they tend to fucking, I don't know, it just, if they're pretty much balanced, then I wouldn't troll. But if you're the particular dude that I just have to, okay, you going off, you're way out of line, then I gotta come up on your platform and I gotta check you. That's just me. But to but when it comes to that, I have to. There's a question I've asked myself, and it's a question I asked yesterday with the rest of the crew. And Dark Lake came up there, and I asked him. I said, "Am I overprotective?" And he said, "It's not that you're overprotective. It's like you listen to one side, one particular side of the issue." I said, "No, I don't. I listen to both sides." One can be true and the other one needs fixing, or both can be right at the same time, and there's a situation we can build on and put on the right I mean, it all depends. I'm not one-sided at all. I've never been one-sided. Never. I mean, I listen to both men and women spew their shit, but we don't argue. We don't call each other names. I don't call her a bitch. I don't call them any type of a name. I mean, unless you piss me off to the point where I'm gonna have to get in, just punch a hole in your chest virtually, and I can do it physical too. But virtually, I just need to check you because you're in the wrong. But I've learned that goofballs exist. You do any and everything just to get a dollar. You'll do anything just to get a click. You do anything just to get attention. That's what you do. And congratulations. Have fun. But this shit ain't gonna last long. This is not gonna last very long. And this is the reason why you can't get a woman. If you have a woman, it's a white woman because clearly you don't respect black women. And I often say to the ladies, I say, look, at some point you're gonna have to pick a partner. There's somebody for damn near everybody. You just don't have to pick everybody instead. So I heard some brother, I think it was Kenny. It was Kenny from the Peef that was arguing with a brother that said that he didn't have the guts or whatever. I'm paraphrasing. He didn't have the guts or whatever to date you know, inside his community or whatever, and not on the computer. I was like, brother, you can find love online. You can definitely find love online. And then at some point, you're going to meet. You're going to meet that person if because all you're doing is having conversations, and that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. And the next step is to meet this individual. Um, so Mahogany, I wish I love you, my dear. I wish you all the best of luck. Um, and if you ever need me, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? I will forever have. I will have Mahogany's back as long as she will let me. Just like I had Young's back the other day, or I should say, yeah, last night. Young, Young Izzo, he's up here. RZA, he's up here, and he's everywhere. The young man is everywhere. You know what I mean? He's in his country. He is in a whole nother country and a whole nother atmosphere, and he's just getting along to getting along, and he has a place here. So homeboy, he has a place here. Mahogany, she's always gonna have a place here. Now, with that being said, I guess we can go with this first. I guess we can go with this first. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Um, this is a new one. This is an individual that I just hit her live today, and what she had to say was quite interesting. And what I said some point in time today, and that question has not been answered yet. Why do black men are so obsessed with white women? Let's try. Let's see what this individual. This is called the what? The Love Jones show. Very interesting. Let's watch it. Fair use. Fair.
These women, they not loud, they not ratchet, they not ghetto. And then you see these men on the news getting unalived by these women that they swear all of them are exactly the same. And I think that's a little disrespectful to other races of women as well. I would feel disrespected and a little slighted if, men swore that we were all just so easy to take advantage of. Because let's face it, I know clear women, I know Latina women, and or Latina is a culture, ethnicity. I know clear women because you could be a clear woman and be a Latina. You could be a quote unquote black woman and be a Latina as well. So let's just put that out there. I know clear women that are extremely volatile and aggressive and, that are very boisterous, that will blow up,
Putting all that makeup on.
that's legit like a bug out, and but they get grace. Like nobody's saying all Latina women is gonna beat their man down in the ground and all Latina women are very loud and aggressive. You don't hear that they get grace. It's because of their aesthetic. It has nothing to do with the actual woman. I'm not don't ever come up in here and quote me that. You're gonna get blocked. Stop talking about skin color. Skin color matters. We live in a world where racism exists and skin color exists.
Damn. Don't tell the truth.
Um, but you don't hear, they don't get the blanket statement. We've all seen videos of Karens cussing men out like a dog in the streets. We've all seen Karens calling the popo on black men. We've seen Karens scream and cry as if somebody, inflicted some type of physical pain or harm on them when no one has done anything to these Karens. We see videos. We've seen thousands of videos at this point. But do they get the blanket statement that they're all psychotic and they're all liars and they're all gonna lie on you and say that you did something to them when you didn't? Or do they get the blanket statement? So many black men have been arrested because Karen lied on them and said that they raped them or that they assaulted them, or just because they were afraid that they were in the neighborhoods, they get arrested, they've been unalived. We've had entire communities burned to a crisp because clear women have lied on black men. But do you see black men going around saying, oh, all Karens are racist, all Karens are going to get us locked up for great, all Karens are going to get us locked up for wearing a hoodie in the neighborhood? No, the only women that get a blanket statement for the actions of a few is black women. And that is a lot to unpack. And I keep seeing these videos, and I have one here that I did some commentary on yesterday that I came across last night, like that I told you all about. And it was a clear woman, you know, I'm gonna show y'all. Nah, they were guilty. No, they weren't all guilty. They were not all guilty. We all saw the movie Rosewood, where a clear woman lied and said that she was raped by a black man, and those clear men sent a lynch mob to burn down a whole community. You think that only happened one time throughout the history of America? Think that only happened one time? You think we only had one thriving community? No, it's a lie and a scam and a cheat. Central Park in New York City, where I'm from, was a thriving black community called Seneca Village. These are the things that they don't teach us in history. They don't teach us this in school. All we learn about is slavery. That's all they teach us. Or they teach us about the history of.
Let this girl cook. And she is absolutely correct. And Rosewood was like one part of the problem. They only show one. They only show not not even 50% of what has happened. Like, for example, when Spike Lee came out with Malcolm X with Denzel Washington, he had Zeus through a half of the movie. Like, we all know that, Malcolm Little, aka Malcolm X, at that time sold drugs, dated white women, slept with white women, you know, robbed, stole, and all this other stuff, and then was sent to jail for 10 years. We all know that, you know. I would like to see a duration of Malcolm when he was resurrected in the movie and went on to, well, let me skip this part to the part where he went to Mecca and found a duration of people praying to the east, right? Whites, blacks, and other colorations of people. I would rather see that than happen to see Zeus. But they only do like a small percentage of telling truths. But that's Hollywood.
what's going on overseas in the Roman Empire. They teach us about things that has absolutely nothing to do about with us. And yes, the club I work at is the same club your mother work at. You just said a whole word. Hey.
Damn. I like this chick. I like her.
Why am I wearing a wig to try to imitate a white woman? This wig is not trying to imitate a white woman. So get the fuck out of here, bitch. All races have gone through slavery. I don't give a fuck about that. Don't
I bet it's white people coming up in that motherfucker.
come up in here trying to all lives matter me. This is not what we're talking about. We're specifically talking about what black men accept from other races or women. All races of people did not experience what melanin rich people experienced and what we're continuing to experience in the world. We still get, we still have these racist tropes. We still experience oppression. Something that is still happening to this day. Yes, my allergies are. I do have bad allergies and I have a fan blowing. I probably should turn it off, but oh my God. Can one of my moderators please pop in? Where are you guys? Thank you. But when y'all get these black men, y'all think that it's gonna treat y'all better. That hello, C Taylor, you better say it, cause they be baby mamas too. They be baby mamas too, child. Talking about not all. Look, it's not all. I always say not all. Another entitled black person. Yep, I'm an entitled black person, and you could get your ass the fuck up out of my comment section, bitch. You think? Thank you, Roman. They want to think I'm mad. I don't care. It is what it is. Like I said, so all of the things that black men have experienced at the hand of clear women, you would think that that would make them steer clear or have these stereotypical tropes that they place on black women, which are the very women that birthed them, that raised them, that has helped them, that literally has lifted them up, that has helped them to, get a leg up in society. We've been their counterparts. We've helped them to march. We've helped them to petition. We've helped them to get the laws passed and the legislative passed. We've helped them to fight for the right to vote. We've always been their counterpart. We've never been behind a black man. We've never been, we've stood beside them. However, they talk nasty about us. They say all of these disgusting and deplorable things about us while simultaneously uplifting the very race of women that has disenfranchised them, that has unalived them, that has got them locked up, that has lied on them, that has cooked.
Is she lying? Oh dear. So to tell we, is she lying? If she is off with her head. No! Save that woman. This woman. Save that woman because she is cooking. What is that, sir? She is cooking. She is actually cooking. Yes, of course. Black women were behind their men, helping them on the front line, helping them through civil rights, helping them with this, helping them through that, helping them with the bus boycotts and stuff like that. When you were in the back of the bus, but now you're in the But now, niggas are still in the back of the bus to this very day, but that's here nor there. Helping her with, with the babies, nurturing the babies, helping with the community work and stuff like that. And yet, for some odd strange reason, you love white folks too much. So much, too much, so much, in fact, that you wouldn't mind having them up on your panels and having to yell nigger, 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 nigger throughout the duration of the day. You don't mind that because you don't believe in racism. You don't believe not only do racism doesn't exist, but you also believe in the fact that there are gangsters. There's uh, uh, um, there are GDs and Crips who do take care of their, their at that exact time. I can't even speak. At particular time back in the day, they did something for their community. Ex gang members, ex gangsters, ex GDs, ex vice lords. You don't believe that these people have helped their community in one way or the other. That is so dumb. And some of these niggas are from New York. Some of the biggest gangsters are from New York. What the hell? Even European white folks who are gangsters help their communities. What the hell? But this woman is cooking. Let her keep cooking.
Cooked them like and hung them like strange fruit. And that makes me feel like a lot of black men have a sickness to get out here and praise the very group of women that has literally wiped them out, has literally only maybe fetishized them because of, you know, the lie that they all have a BBC, like, which is a lie because every black man does not have a BBC. That's a lie. That's a stereotype that they will, that's just a lie. All of them are not good in bed. That's also a lie. But it's a sickness. Like, why do they have so much love for women that has literally unalived them, that has literally made their lives a living hell, that has literally put them in.
Why can't she just say it? Why do men like white folks so much? Why do black men love white women so much? Can anybody answer me that question? Why do black men love white women so much? That is a straightforward answer or question. And I can't get a straightforward answer. It's quite pathetic. I mean, these are people that have unalived you. They've snitched on you. Even though it seemed harmless at the time, everybody remembers Emmett Till. If you don't remember Emmett Till, I suggest you look him up. And you see what happened to him when he was looking and smiling from an ear, which it was illegal back then to smile at a white woman. Now you literally are up in arms like googly googly gaggala gaggala all over a white bitch.
In jail for nothing, that has lied on them. Like, why are they so in love with a group of women? It's giving masochism, it's giving humiliation ritual, it's giving humiliation kink. It really is, because it doesn't make any sense when you think about it. And they have all the smoke once again for women that have had them paroled to their houses. When they do get locked up, they say, "Oh, the school to jail pipeline. Oh, the war on drugs. Oh, they called us super predators. They locked us up." Who was there for you all when you were in the penitentiary? Was it the clear women? No, it was women that looked exactly like you, that you talk down on, and you say that is not good enough. The very women that literally, when you were shackled, would give you breast milk. Y'all want to keep talking about milkers, would literally feed you from her bosom breast milk so that you wouldn't Die. It wasn't a clear woman that did that for you. When you was in jail, who sent you them commissary packages? Who let you run up their telephone bill making them collect calls? It wasn't Becky. It wasn't Mandy. It wasn't Sarah. That's not who it was. It was the very women that you will get your funky, stupid ass up on the internet and talk down on and say is not good enough. The very women that fought for you, that taught you how to tie your fucking shoes, that taught you how to read and write, is the woman that you will get up here and say disgusting things about while simultaneously upholding and uplifting and praising women that birthed your oppressor. The man that you claim is the devil, the man that you claim has made your life a living hell, the man that you continuously blame for not living up to your fullest potential, his God is a white woman. Your mother is the first godlike deity that you know when you come into this world. You are one with your mother. So who's giving birth to these men that you claim is the worst and that's doing you so dirty? Who's giving birth to them? It's white women, clear women. But yet you praise her. You praise your oppressor. And it's because you worship white men.
Mm. Once again, she is spot on. Spot on. I can't believe this myself. I mean, shit. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. She is literally cooking and literally sending niggas to the scrap heap. Now there are plenty of women who would make excuses for white folks, and you know, in their own right, and they say, you know, sometimes they say some egregious stuff, but and then also they explain in their explanation of the reasons why they do what they do. And one of them is that they don't, you know, black men don't like to take care of their responsibilities. That's one big one when it comes to the children, or it becomes to her. I mean, it's a plethora of things, but not one has yet. If he has, point them out. There's not one brother who has given an explanation to as a why white women are so appeasing. This is so appeasing. Maybe that freaking knucklehead from earlier can explain away, but I don't know. It'll be a big ass excuse to why there's a whole bunch of black women out there, a whole bunch of African descendants just out there ready to be submitted to. But you don't want those particular women because they got attitudes. They just got attitudes. I don't want a woman who talks too much. I don't want a woman that does this. I don't want a woman who does that. Yada yada yada. And all this other shit. Hey Emma, hold up. I don't want those women. I want a white woman that can make me a sandwich. So that's all this is about. This is all this is about, making you a damn sandwich. Get the fuck out of here, grown ass man. Can't you make no goddamn sense?
You worship whiteness, period. And that's why you will accept a clear woman cussing you like a dog in the street, calling you the N word, beating you down to the ground. And once again, clear women are also Latinas because there's a difference between melanin rich Latina and a clear Latina. We understand that. You will accept these women in a safari, let Erica Mena beat his ass up and down the streets, throw stuff, break expensive furniture, and do it in front of his children, but he still was trying to get his family back. After all of that, it's because they worship whiteness. Now, let me show you all this video. Let me show y'all this video. I'm race baiting. I'm not race baiting. Get the fuck on, bitch. Y'all see how docile. There's cars right there. Shut the door. Gonna get hit by a car. Y'all see how submissive she was? How feminine, fit, and friendly she was? So this is not from a white woman. So shut the fuck up. You're not eating with that. Nobody, and even if I was buying human hair, because I do have some wigs that are human, no, it's not. Get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up, y'all stupid ass. I sell these. And this you ain't got no hair. Your mother ain't got no. He called her a nigga bitch. She called him a nigga bitch. She spit on him and she slapped him. She put hands on him. But y'all swear that every single woman on that side of the fence is so docile, is so demure, is so.
It's about damn time. This is from Dr. Steele. The reasons vary. Maybe because some men didn't see anything in black women. We mean not see anything. There's a whole things to see. Continue reading. Maybe some men think that white women can be submissive. Some men may feel ashamed of their own. Why would you be ashamed? Because you know that a gorgeous ass black woman, you can get away with half of the shit that you get away with, and that's fine with me. But I know that there are good black women out there, of course, the ones that don't take no shit from nobody, the ones that will specifically call your punk ass out. Not talking to you, I'm talking to people out there. They just don't want to get caught. They I hope this is not the truth. I hope this is not the case. But what I specifically heard from certain streams, I think it was on the Lapeef network, that marriages are just because men just want coochie. That's just what I heard. And they have every right to it. Because if they can't get coochie this way, they'll get coochie that way. Which is so disingenuous. It's just so disingenuous and it's just so unfair. And this is just so, if that's the case, then marriage ain't what it used to be. Marriage is not what it used to be because there are actually people out there who want to get married for more than just one particular reason. If that is the case.
So agreeable, has no problems, is not aggressive, is not loud, it don't have any issues. Y'all swear that. Thank you. But it's a lie and a scam. I just told y'all about Erica Mena beating the shit out of Safari and him still worshiping, trying to get back. And I just showed y'all a clear woman doing the same. They accept it. But yet they get up here and claim that all melanin rich women are just aggressive and we just be putting hands and feet, when in reality we actually take care of them, we coddle them, and that's why they treat us so badly. It's because we accept it, and we need to stop, because they will for sure let a white woman call them the N-word with the hard ER, cuss them out, and beat them down to the ground. But they don't get the same blanket statement as all being aggressive, or like I said, we talked about Karen culture. You don't hear anybody saying all white women are psychopaths, because we see them acting psychotic in these videos. We see so many videos of clear women looking psychotic and being batshit crazy, but they don't get the blanket statement. We are the only ones that don't get no grace, and that gets the blanket statement for the actions of a few of us. They say we're all loud, we're all ghetto, we're all ratchet, when that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. Some of us are quiet, some of us are shy, some of us are very, very nice and nurturing and giving. We'll give you the shirt off our back. And we've done it time and time again. We get no acknowledgement. We get no praise. You know, they just talk down on us. They make it seem like we're all terrible. When that's a lie. A lot of us are not fighters. A lot of us are not even argumentative. A lot of us aren't combative. Some of us are very, very, very demure. We don't even talk back. We just go along to get along. But yet they claim that all.
Well, according to the boys, that's not particularly the case because you're not, you do talk with a loud tone, and your tone is so loud, it's just unacceptable. That's what they say. What's up, Vaughn? Your tone is unacceptable. Your delivery, you're always angry, you're always venomous. This is what is being told to most guys. This is what's being told. Most guys would say you're unworthy, and the only thing you'll do is give it up to a man that's unworthy of your womb, and blah 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 blah. So this is what the men are complaining about. Yet they always seem to think that a white woman is the most purest thing since sliced bread. And that could be no farther from the truth. You don't think, okay, do you think that, let's just say, a black woman has more body counts than a white woman? Woo! That you lying through your freaking teeth. If you think that a black woman has way more body counts than a white woman would, you got to be, man. That white woman been through black women, black men, white men, Mexican men, Chinese men. That's what they're built on, just to get that guap, just to get a paper, just to get that paper, and they're capable of doing it. It's their world. There's Jipper. They can't get it from their white men, so they'll get it from everybody else.
All of us are the same. But these groups of women, we see hundreds and thousands of these videos of all of these women acting batshit crazy, but you don't ever hear them saying every Latina is gonna beat your ass down to the ground. You don't hear them saying every clear woman is gonna call you a nigger with a hard ER and slap you down and spit in your face. You don't hear that. Thank you, Veronica. We're not all aggressive. Most of us are caring, feminine, and loving. Exactly. And thank you for the super sticker, baby. I appreciate you. Use nasty words about other women. Hypocrite.
Well, definitely like, share, subscribe to the channel. And this is the same effect with black women looking down on looking down on black men, saying similar things. This whole gender thing. You talking about gender wars and all this other shit. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous because there is no gender war. It's just a few batshit crazy dudes not getting their just due, and it affects the rest of the flock sheep, and all of a sudden it makes views. I wish my shit would do the same thing when I say there is no such thing as a gender war. I would call it a misunderstanding, a miscue, or whatever, but there is no such thing as a gender war. And by the way, fuck Detroit. Everybody talks about the Lions. Fuck the Detroit Lions. I hate the Detroit Lions. Just a sidebar.
Oh my God, I'm blocking you. How am I using nasty words about other women? Like, what are you even talking about? Shut up. When I was broke down and out, a clear woman helped me get back on my feet. I'm up, doing good now. Black women called me a bum. I don't hold it against them, just saying what I've experienced in my life. But you only pointed out one clear woman that helped you throughout your whole entire life. How many black women helped you? Who taught you how to read and write? Who taught you how to tie your sneakers? Who? Who helped you get off the school bus? Who took you to school in the morning? You're talking about a couple of black women versus one white woman that helped you. I'm sure throughout your whole entire life, thank you for the super sticker, but I'm sure throughout your whole entire life, black women helped you. But y'all don't appreciate that. Y'all don't look at what we do as help because it's not coming from somebody that you feel like you should praise. You feel like we owe you something and like we should just inherently help you. So when we do, you don't look at it as help. You look at it as like, oh well, you know.
I will say this: there are fathers who do carry the brunt of the load, and they do help kids, help their children tie their shoes. They're in their children's life. I will say that they will take their kids to school. They will pick their kids up from school. Um, get the groceries and everything. There are men who do that. There are men who do. It's just that we've come to a point. We come to a place. We come to a point in life where everything needs to be computerized. Everything has to be recorded and captured and put on here for people to vent and to put. We need to solve our own problems, but every problem doesn't need to be solved online. It's just we don't need to be in your bedroom. We do not need to be in your bedroom. I will say it again. We do not need to be in your fucking bedroom. Why do we have to hear all the dirty little secrets, all the dirty little shit? Well, this, that, and the other. I never threw anything out like that before. Somebody's did that to me, but I never did that to anybody else. I've never done that. That's stupid. Why do we need to be in your bedroom? Why do we need to be in your life? Some of these things need to be solved on your own. Some of the smallest stuff, the very smallest stuff, you can consider it a horizontal issue. We have bigger issues in the community as it is, and it's not addressed because we got to constantly deal with this shit. We got to constantly deal with all this other stuff. And who is getting richer day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year? White folks and Asians. There are less Asians here. Less Asians here in America, and they are up the totem pole. They done surpassed black folks as far as wealth is concerned. You know what? I would love a Chinatown. I would love a Chinatown. I would love to dish out money to my black peoples. Excuse me, not Chinatown. What am I talking about? I love a black town like Chinatown, right? And just be able to buy and explore everything. Just like when you go down Spring Mountain. There's go down Spring Mountain like 10 or 15 miles down the road, you see Chinatown, right? I want that to be a black town. Just like in Detroit, they got a hockey town and a court town. They got we should have shit here that matters. And I would have been so impressed. And we would have constantly been competing time after time, day after day. We could have our own schools, our own our own banks. The particular banks that people keep telling me about, why are they not popular? They're all closing. Some of them have foreclosed. Let's get some actual real banks in order, right? Let's get some real shit on in line. And we have to do with a certain amount of people. We don't need to take everybody with us because everybody they have this shit. When Dr. Clark Anderson was on the verge of having a black town for specifically black people, people like I don't even want to point nobody out. People that hate themselves often say, well, why do we have why would we need such and such thing when we have everything here?
Thank you. This wig is on my TikTok shop. Y'all keep saying here, American black women just hate us. We don't hate you. We actually love you, and we are too nice, and we are too loving, and we give you all too much grace. And this is why y'all treat us like shit. Why y'all uphold and uplift other races of women that literally have been unaliving your whole fucking community, that gives birth to the men that you claim is oppressing you. It's it's a sickness. It's a sickness. Y'all are sick.
That not all. That not all thing.
Black men are the only men I've heard talk bad about their women, and on a large scale, unprovoked. Y'all started this conversation. Y'all started this discourse about men versus women and black women. Men started this. We literally are simply rebuttaling.
Actually, y'all started it. It just men just magnified it 10 times over. And now all of a sudden it's a gender war between black men and black women, which really, like I said, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist at all. But yeah, I would have to say you started it, sis.
The things that you all have been saying.
And this is how Kevin Samuels came to be. Even though he was commentary about other things. He was commentary about black men, but then he started commentary about black women, and he blew up, and made the brother rest in power. But I mean, you can't argue with it. I mean, it doesn't even matter at this point who started it. It's how we end it, and we have to end it tonight. There is no gender war. There isn't. There never has been. It's just a misunderstanding between a man and a woman, a black man and a black woman. And at some point, we haven't, the only thing is we haven't even come to an agreement. We're always agreeing to disagree. If I had one woman up here, right, we would literally agree on more than a few things. And that's fine. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. As long as we can agree something, on something, that's all I ask. And when we do agree on that very thing, we take it and we put it in a bowl. We already agreed to a few things, so we're going to put these few things in a bowl, and we're going to lock it up. We're going to put the jar on it. We're going to twist it up real tight, put it on the table. I was like, next, what we're going to do? What's the next step? What's the next level? We're still on level 1.
Thing about us unprovoked. We didn't start this. We did not. Your mother is sick, Patrick.
That's crazy.
I just held up a fucking card, Raphael, that said not all. So clearly I'm not putting y'all all in the same. Where can you buy the wig? On my TikTok shop. The link is in my description bios. Just click on one of my videos, go to the description and click on my TikTok shop, and you will see this wig there. Make sure you buy it so I can get that commission. I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. It's New York. Period. That we can reference, but he's not the only one, because it makes them feel like they got a prize. And this is not me saying that I have an issue. The wig looks European. Okay, and bitch, if they didn't care, they blame everybody else. They punch down on black women and say it's black women's fault that the community is in disarray. When we literally are the only ones that's trying to uphold the community and actually rear the children and keep things the way that they need to be going. And it's very hard. It would be easier.
And yet, it's going astray. I mean, fellas, let's face it. The more we keep talking about, the more they're just gonna go bye bye. It's like, and I'm like thinking, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna? I'm thinking, where are you gonna go, ladies? Let's just face it. Okay, let's start with the Asian men. Asian men don't want you. There are very Very few, like 1 to 2%. So cut it out. There are very few Asian men who want you. And then if you go to the Arabs don't do want to do nothing but just crap on you. That's it's the truth. I mean, let's look for Dubai, for example. In Dubai, they either want to lock you up, or if they want to have sex, they don't really want to have sex with you. All they want to do is take their pants down, eat a full meal, and take a crap all over you. That's 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 literally what they do. That's how they treat black women. That's how they treat. That is no lie. That is not a lie at all. Where do you see an Arab person with a black woman? When? Where? I want to know the name. Where do you see him? And who am I missing? There ain't too many Indians that I know. China, no. Mm-mm. They find you inferior. So you only have possibly maybe you have black and white left. You have European and you got African. Okay? African, there are different you're a nationality, but there are different statuses. When it comes to European, it's nationality, but they got different statuses. So, what would be best for you? Hmm. And I don't listen. I respect where most of these women are coming from, but Jesus, it this has got to stop. This has got to stop the finger pointing. The finger pointing at him. I mean, she's telling the truth, but at some point, when is it going to come a reality where we're actually going to come together and tell the truth on one side and then on the other side? Just tell the truth. We already know all the problems. If anyone should be saying I'm sorry, it's all both sides. It's like, I am sorry that I treated you this way. How can we start over, start anew? And I'm not talking about married people. And I'm not talking about people in relationships. I'm talking about the specific single people who are really trying to figure out, should I date this person? Should I vent this what should I do? There is no dating anymore. There is no dating anymore. People are afraid to date. All they want to do is that's all they want to do is and I'm censoring myself. All they want to do is have sex. All they want to do is eat the coochie. That's all they want to fucking do. See what I mean? Ali, I ain't seen your ass in a minute. Yeah. Take a load off, nigga. Take a load off, my nigga. Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See what I mean? We can't get nowhere. We can't can't get nowhere in life. But I guess that's our nature. Well, that's every man's nature. Yeah, I know. That's every man's nature is to fight, fuck, fight and fuck, fight and fuck, fight and fuck. That's all we do is fight and fuck. Fight, eat, and fuck. Fight, eat, and fuck. Fight, eat, and fuck. That's all we do as men. That's why we're so simple creatures. You so stupid. Jesus Christ. It's so fucking stupid. But that's all. But that's all we do. Hercules. You ain't. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. But anyway, that's all Negroes want to do. All day, every day. You trying to change biology. No, I'm not trying to change anything because it you can't change biology. What are you talking about? You can't change biology unless you putting something surgically in my neck to make me feel like a cyborg or something like that, which they can, because they can put chips. Remember, they can put chips surgically in your brain, either through the food or through the the thing or whatever. Put that chip in you. They put that chip in you, and that's all over with. So they can make you feel a certain way. But if y'all really are some horn dogs, why don't y'all go to Japan or something and get them cybernetic thingamajigs? It's gonna cost you a pretty penny, but at least they'll do what they tell it to. If you wanted to grow bigger titties, they'll grow bigger titties. If you wanted to grow ass, you grow ass. If you wanted to be skinny, you could be skinny. If you want fat, you want fat. You choose it, just like you would go to the store and you would buy them. Ugh, never mind. Never mind. But anyway, y'all some fucking freaks. But anyway, exactly. 100%. So keep these days coming. You so stupid. So fucking stupid. Hopefully she don't see this and ding me. Good Lord Jesus. I know a man who is on right now talking about men just looking for sex instead of working on themselves. We worship the box. Why are we calling it the box? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It's going to be taking me centuries to figure out why you call. Listen, it's to me. I don't like those names. I don't like it. I don't like the original pussy. I like pussy. I don't the box. I'm not. What do I look like? A fucking kid? Do I look like a kid? Do I look like I'm 19 years old? I'm 44 freaking years old. I'm used to pussy. I'm used to that meow, that cat. Call it the box, the cooter, my mentor would call it the yogurt something. I forgot what it was, but y'all come up with all these names. It's crazy to me. But anyway, y'all do whatever you want.
If we had some help from our counterparts, but we don't. Exactly. It comes from a Chinese factory. Yep. You're right. On the money. At least somebody's getting it together. Do you talk this way about black women that date outside their race? No, I don't. Yep, Loving versus the state of Virginia. Y'all want to bring up black women dating white men. We don't date white men and get on the internet and talk shit about y'all at the same rate. We don't. Y'all could get up here and lie like a Persian rose because y'all lie a lot. Y'all lie real fucking bad. Y'all lie real bad. We do not get up on the internet and just be like, oh, I'm dating my white husband because black men ain't shit. Black men can't pay my bills. Black men don't own no infrastructure. Black men ain't got no businesses. Black men got to go to the white man to get a job. Black men is relying on the white government to, if the marshals came in and said that my black husband had to give up me and our kids, my black husband can't do shit to fight back. That's not what we do. We don't do that. We don't get up here. My wig is not crooked. Shut the fuck up with your hating ass. You hating ass bitch. We don't get up here at the same rate. I'm not saying that it never happens, but we don't get up here at the same rate as black men do. And literally, you could say, why do you like your white wife? Oh, because a black woman. What the fuck do that got to do with? You're not even saying what you love about your clear wife. You're not even literally bigging her up and praising her. You can't do shit but start talking about black women. We don't do that. If we talked about y'all the same way that y'all talked about us, y'all would hate it. Y'all would want to fight. Y'all would want to fight. If we literally got up here and compared y'all to white men the way that y'all constantly comparing us to other groups of women because y'all don't measure up at all. Y'all would want to fight. The only thing you all could compare us, y'all could say, oh, it's the temperament, and they not this and they not that, and they argue too much.
You know, the most that I've heard was the reason why black women have issues with dating within their race is because they're too small. Like they come like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". They would rather date somebody 6 feet, 6'2", 6'4", got something for themselves, making 60,000 a year, which is not rare. I mean, it's rare. You know, it depends on what work it is. And the shoe size that they don't track. I mean, or they wear the Stacy Adams with the no socks. I mean, I don't wear Stacy Adams without socks. I'll get the silk socks and I will wear them to the fullest extent. That's just me when I get dressed. But anyway, I've heard so many complaints from women and from men on that side. I've heard from on the women's on the men's side that women wear wigs, they're not natural enough, they're not fit, they need to get into the gym, they have too many BBLs and da 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 da. I mean, I like a natural woman too, but if you have a BBL, I don't notice. I would not notice it. I would not notice it at all. I can't notice something if it's completely covered up. If I don't see any marks, I'm how am I gonna know? And with the wigs and shit, the wigs don't bother me. The wigs don't bother me. Hell, my wife wears a wig. My wife wears wigs. All I do is in and out, I tear it off of her anyway. Simple as that. What a wig? Why do wigs bother you? Why do wigs bother? Why does make? Since when did makeup bother anybody? That's just nitpicking.
When clearly we see clear as day that y'all are lying because these women are not so docile. These women are not agreeable. These women beat y'all's asses. These women call y'all racial slurs. We see it. Y'all lie. Y'all lie. I seen this man on Kendra G's show. He said he doesn't ever want to date a clear woman again. And they said, why not? He said, because I was married, my ex-wife was white, and we have biracial children.
Right. But what I'm saying, even though black women bash me, I still never bash them or even tell them my Arabic, tell them about my Arabic white. Arabic is part of that country, right? Where it's black. So what's the difference does it make? Um, her argument is weak though, just by saying that same rate. Look, I feel you, coach. I do feel you. But here's the thing. It's coming from both sides, right? It's coming from both sides. It's literally a fallacy that when they say these things, they're really believing it. This is like I said before when I was trying to finish up. We want someone skinny. Half of the population is obese or borderline obese. So what do I do? Like, for example, would y'all go out with a Lizzo? Would any of y'all go out with a Lizzo? I need to know. Now, truth be told, Lizzo has lost weight. Lizzo has lost a lot of weight. I mean, she's still thick. She's still thick as hell, but she has lost a tremendous amount of weight, and she is in the gym practically every day. So, I mean, in her, it takes time. It takes time. It takes time for a woman to lose weight, right? It takes time for a woman to lose weight. So, if she's in the gym and she's feeling good about herself and she's constantly working on her body, then that should be a plus, right? But there's always a caveat. There's always something that some men are gonna complain about, and there's always gonna be something that women are gonna complain about. Although I have never heard it. The only thing I've ever heard out of a woman's mouth is money, 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 money. That's all I've heard is money, 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 money. Now I might be wrong. I might be wrong in that. I might be wrong, but I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
And she called me the hard ER at the dinner table in front of our children. Y'all accept that type of stuff from those types of women because they are closer to whiteness. That's it. And that's all. Y'all accept them beating y'all's ass up and down the street just because of how they look. It's about the aesthetic. It's about the phenotype. They beat y'all down to the fucking ground, cuss y'all out like a dog in the street, slap y'all down, spit in your hot too in your face. They always reminding you that they got their clear skin over you. And y'all love it. Y'all love it. Toby, exactly. Toby Sally, yes. He was dating a clear OnlyFans girl. And she used to call him the N-word all the time, but he took it because she was a clear woman. And she unalived him. She poked him right on up with a pokey. Poked him right on up. Armand Wiggins live on the other. Okay. I love Armand. Shouts out to Armand. Why did you need to say that? I'm confused. You ask a black woman why she's with the white man, and she talks about how well he treats her and how she doesn't have to beg him for the bare minimum. Booyah! We don't get up here and say, because a black man rejected me when I was in high school. Sir, oh, because when I didn't have money, a black woman called me a bum because you were a bum. You didn't have shit. You didn't have a pot to piss in the window to throw it out of. Why do y'all accept for us to accept y'all when y'all don't have anything? When we've been doing it and we don't get anything out of it. You should want a woman to want you when you're at your best. Isn't that why you work? Isn't that why you go to school? Isn't that why you pick up a trade? Isn't that why you get a job? It's so that you can attract the type of woman that you want. Why do you want a woman to want you when you is a bum ass fucking nigga on the street? Why do you want us to accept you as a scrub? That's because y'all feel like we shouldn't have any standards and any expectations.
This is where, well, it all depends on what she means by scrub. Bums, yes. Scrubs, well, now I've heard dozens of women say, I don't want no scrub, that takes the bus. Whatever happened to fall in love with a nigga with a bus pass? Just because you love the nigga. It's like I don't fuck with those women. If you can't fall in love with me and I got the 24-hour I got the 24-hour bus pass and I'm going, yeah, we're going to the mall, baby. Ready to go to dinner? Sure. Finally, when is this bus gonna be coming? The bus right here. We got the 24-hour pass. Hey, Kenny, stop it. Stop about 24-hour bus pass. Come on now. I mean, I'm working towards getting a car. Even if it's a hoopty. We talking about that scrub? I can't mess with it. I can't mess with it. Mm-mm. You know what? I have to. I definitely got to. I got to find this clip. Hold on.
Thank you again, Veronica, for the super sticker. Some white women don't love their biracial kids. Veronica, and I feel really bad because the woman that I just showed y'all has a biracial daughter, and her mother is a fucking racist. And this is why, excuse me, my allergies is tripping. This is why a lot of little biracial girls in particular, they grow up and they have all of these racial identities and they become tragic biracials and they blame the black community for the fact that their white side didn't accept them. They blame us. We're always the scapegoat. Oh, well, I wasn't black enough for the black girls, and the black girls used to do this, and the black girls used to make fun of my hair, and the black girls used to pull my hair. Bitch, they did the same thing to me. Can I blame it on the fact that I'm black? No, kids are just fucking mean. Kids are just mean. Kids do tease you. Kids harass you. Kids used to pull my hair too. Black girls were mean to me too. Can I say they were mean to me because I'm biracial? No, I cannot. But do they ever get up here and talk about the white side? Do they ever say that their white mother would never allow them to call themselves a white woman? They don't ever say that shit. Because clear women gatekeep their whiteness. They gatekeep their clear aesthetic. They will never allow their biracial daughters to claim that they're just a white woman. They don't allow that. But we do, because we fed into the one drop rule that the clear people set. They created that because they will never accept somebody that's not fully Caucasian.
I have no idea. Now we're talking about interracial shit. But I got to play this. I got to play this clip, but I gotta exit out somehow. Let me see. I got to play this clip for some of the ladies that need to be educated. Let's see here. You know what? I'd rather just do this. Hold on. This education. Hold on. Because I can't play, because I'm going to end up getting dinged. But hold on. Fair use. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for me, please. Go ahead and Wesley Snipes that situation. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change ass. Go ahead and hit that cash app. Hit that. Oh, my niggas on. Okay, cool. Hit that cash app. Hit that cash app. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. What do I do with it? Oh, it's right here. I gotta play the audio clip because I might be get dinged for playing the video. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh, shouts out to my nigga Eddie Griffin. Voodoo Child. Voodoo Child.
To claim that they're Caucasian. So they said, nah, you got to go over there with the blacks. Now y'all want to get up here and say that I'm lying because y'all don't like y'all don't like the truth. Y'all don't like the truth. Mm-hmm. But argue with your father if you know where he at.
You know why they bitter, yo? You know why?
You're projecting. Projecting what?
Everybody knows why. There ain't no such thing as why. You know why. It's been said over and over and over again. Now, this is the worst woman, not the worst woman, but she's in that category of being the worst woman to ever hit the internet. Right? And she has proven it time and time again. Like I said, she isn't the worst woman. There's plenty of them out there. Yeah, I'm sure you know this one, right?
Like natural attraction.
Well, it's not even just about just romantic relationships. And I can move into that, but let's just start with family and friends saying they love you,
Mm-hmm.
but they're the first ones to do major damage to you
Mm-hmm.
and not actually consider your point of view on life.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will do negative
Mm-hmm.
and then turn around and tell you that they love you. You'll hear people who are very self-centered, who are very egotistical. They're the ones that overuse the word love more than anybody else. So when it comes to romantic relationships, what I notice between males and females, they both have a very selfish mentality when they approach the other person. They all approach it based on what they can get out of the person.
Mm.
So when a person has this feeling, oh, she makes me feel this way, it's because of what you're receiving from her. You're
Mm-hmm.
taking from her, and the feeling that you get is actually an addiction. But that feeling typically does not last long because real life actually comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And when your real personality comes to the forefront, when challenges,
I've tried it. Many have tried it. It all becomes a circle jerk. You debating her, it ain't gonna work because all of it is a circle jerk. And then she'll use that book. She'll use two of those. She's written two books. Actually, she's written three. But she'll take that book that hasn't been it's been poorly published, and she'll just start wailing on. She'll start wailing on with old points, old talking points. It's not even worth it. I had her on, and I was gonna debate her, but at the time, shit was a disaster, and it is what it is.
come to the forefront.
And don't make no mistake. I have nothing against her except for when she just talks shit, right? I mean, she's still a sweetheart. She's still a sweet girl, but her priorities are like kind of effed up, and her talking points are skewed. So I try to stay away. That's what I try to do. I try to stay away from the Queen Maker as much as I can. But I do this ever so often. So all she's gonna do is just do this, and you're gonna end up doing this right along with her because she's gonna make the excuse that men are incapable of love and women need to go back to their nature, which I kind of do agree, and men do too. But here's the thing: when you separate, and that's all you're doing is separating, right? You're separating, and she's still married, by the way. When you're separating men from women like that, I mean, it becomes a problem. It becomes problematic, and these problems start over and over and over again. And we're trying to get to a point now where we can come together in some capacity, at some level, at some point. We don't need these type of problems. We really don't.
Can you actually still have that feeling that you actually love? Most often, the answer is no.
Mm.
It's not. And what I see between both males and females, remember, the first component is seek understanding. What I figured out is males and females don't understand each other at all. They don't even desire to seek understanding of the other person. They both come with preconceived notions about how they want that person to perform for them that makes them feel the way they want to feel. And when that person is not doing it, the quote unquote love is gone.
It's almost like every man for themselves, really, but we're
Correct.
calling it love in a
Absolutely.
sense. Yeah, you
Yes.
know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, like that type of take on there, where does the nickname the Queen Maker come from? And the reason why I asked that,
Well, coach, she's tried that, and look where it gets her. I mean, literally, look where it gets her. But we're not gonna take it there. But there are a couple of women that she has had done lives with, and one of them is like somewhat similar to her. but she does Facebook, online Facebook shit. So I think her name is Nicole or some shit like that. But anyway,
That too is because if you don't understand you may be like, a woman may say, is she really for us? You see what I'm saying? Or does she just want to be a dude? You
Right.
see what I'm saying? It seems like she's on that side of the line
Right.
as far as in taking their side and advocating for them. So explain what the queen maker means.
Okay. All right. So if you ever played the game of chess, you know that the strongest piece on the chessboard is the queen. It's the reason why that's the strongest piece because it is the most free piece on the board, able to move in any direction, unlike other pieces. It's her freedom and her sovereignty that gives her power. Also on the chessboard is what you have called a pawn. The unique thing about the pawn is if it makes it through all of the challenges of the board and makes it to the other end of the board, it has the ability to graduate to a queen. The queen making process is not an easy one because being a queen is not how you look, it's about how you move. It's about, and you can only move based on how you think. So, in order to make a queen, we have to reshape her mind, not reshape her makeup, not reshape her weave that she went and got, or her other,
Parts.
yes. It's about reshaping this.
Yeah.
And that process is difficult because we have to take a pawn through the dangers of all the other pieces, risking its life to get to the other end to do it. Most pawns will never make it. We lucky.
what does she sound like to you? Just being honest, I have to ask this question. What does this woman sound like to you? Hmm? Sounds like to me, I mean, of course, she's running gang, but it sounds like to me that she is still, I mean, she's dealing with it on both sides of the equation, I should say. Trying to get some type of sympathy in such and such and such and such. But in order for Brother Polite, oh no, you didn't. Did you just say Brother Polite? A soft dude. What the fuck is going on? Uh, don't he sound soft? Man, hey, that's some brothers, they have soft. Some brothers have soft voices, but they can whoop your ass. So I don't know. I don't want to test the brother like that. So I don't know, female pimp. Oh, fucking dick. Yeah, she no. He ain't lying. You are not lying. That's how she learned her game from is from an actual pimp. She learned from not only Bishop Don Magic Wand, but she also learned from Iceberg Slim. She read the book. She read the book. She read Iceberg Slim's book. That's how she got the game from. Okay, and she's even listened to the Manosphere. Raheem. Who the hell is Raheem? Who fucking Raheem? Raheem. I don't know who Raheem is. Try to trying to address like a whole nigga, and that's why she wears the clothes that she wears. But hey, hey, she getting her paper because she's got plenty of following. Jesus.
If we can get one pawn on that end, right?
Yeah.
Right. So in order to do that, there has to be some hardcore truths that are put in front of her. And those hardcore truths are like the other pieces that threaten her existence. Right?
So let's make it make sense for some people too, right? Just on some break it down part.
Yeah.
So what I liked what you said was like how becoming a queen is not just simple, right?
Right.
It's not just the makeup. It's not just, increasing the size of different parts and hair and weave, right?
Correct.
So if it is a strategic way of getting there, what do you believe, the importance for a woman understanding male psychology? How important is that?
It's critical. The reason why understanding male psychology is critical is because women's identity is wrapped up in men.
Without investment, life-changing medical breakthroughs slow down.
Wow, this stupid ass shit is coming on. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Shit, I wish I was high now, nigga. Shit. I would go into the dispensary, but there's something about them damn dispensaries I stay away from. But anyway.
Entire lives off the validation of a man whom they know absolutely nothing about. And the
Hit that like button while y'all talking shit. Give up $1 to motherfuckers.
The world that they live in is created based on their desires. So it becomes an ever-pressing need for a woman to gain autonomy over her being by knowing what you would say, other people would say, is the quote-unquote enemy. Now, why would I paint the man as the enemy? Because anytime you get on social media, all you hear is women complaining about men.
Yeah.
They go from podcast to podcast complaining about men. They called Kevin Samuels before he passed away to get Kevin Samuels' validation. This is important because it is these women who have the power to transform their communities. They have the power to transform the lives of their children, but they can't do it when their whole identity is wrapped up in a species or a being they know nothing about. Because these are the same women who are birthing young males. And if they don't know anything about a man, they can't know anything about their sons, whom they have influence over. See, you don't really have influence over a man.
Yeah.
Because you can't change a man, you cannot raise a man. That man is already set in his ways. But you do have influence over your sons from a certain period of time. And a woman has the power to make or break her son.
Yeah.
Right? And they are not aware of
What? Wow. What? Wait, did I whoa. Wait. Did I just hear correctly what she had stated? Right. Let me rewind it.
that man is already set in his ways. But you do have influence over your sons from a certain period of time. And a woman has the power to make or break her son.
Yeah.
Right? And they are not aware of that either.
What does she mean by that? Make or break her son? So, fellas, help me out. So you mean to tell me that a woman is capable of teaching her children how to become men? Is that where we're going? So you mean to tell me that a woman has full autonomy to teach her son how to become a man, or she's teaching her son how to take responsibility as a man? The way you treat your son at a young age. Lift them up or hear them down, Oh yeah, I get it. That's asinine. That's fucking asinine. No, 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 no. Ain't no woman alive. I mean, I don't care how long. I don't care how long or how many years you've been a single mother. Ain't no woman. Ain't no woman alive. Zero can teach their child how to become men, how to carry themselves, how to take care of themselves, how to uh use your masculinity in a way to have it work for you. It's the same thing as I can't teach a female how to be a female. I can't teach my daughter how to do all those things how they do every first of them. I can't do all that. I had to get the mother to do all that shit. I had to get the mother to do all that shit. Now she may the mother may dress my child, but you can't teach my child how to become a Pacific individual, how to become strong. Wow. Wow. No wonder that book was full of shit. But anyway.
So this the empowerment that I'm really teaching women far extends beyond just relationships. It extends to the impact that a woman can have on her environment, her community, her children, the globe. Right? This is why it is so ever critical to learn the nature and the psychology of men, because that is who she's tagged to.
Got you. And what would be like when we look at just today's time, social media, right? What exactly does it mean when the women find their self-identity in men, right? Because what if a woman's on here is like, I'm just being a woman. I'm supposed to like men. I'm supposed to make them want me. I'm trying to find a husband, right? So where does that line draw from them being completely just wrapped in men and not their own self-identity?
Well, what did they say? You was born in this world by yourself and you're going to leave by yourself. Right? Be in this world and not of it. So the key in this life is detachment. The problem with women wrapping their identities up in men is the fact that it don't work the other way around. Men's identities are not wrapped up in women.
Right.
So what ends up happening is women begin to lose the essence of what it means to be a woman, and they begin to mimic and assimilate to male behavior. And this is the root of why when you listen to men, they'll always say that women are too masculine. They're too manly, because women have become men in female bodies. And because they don't know what the essence of a woman is, they can't decipher their behaviors from men and women. They're literally men walking around here.
Well, let's not talk about behaviors, because if we want to cipher who behaves like what, of course, it ain't no doubt that you got a bunch of knuckleheads out here, men just popping women upside the head like it wasn't nothing. You already see that. But but I wish to God that there was a woman who stood up and say, "No, sister, there are these women who absolutely positively need a check, need to get chin checked by other women. Women walking around free to do whatever they want without consequence, right? And let's just say starting fist fights with anybody, any and everyone, being loud, being aggressive to not only to other women but men as well. And that's a no. You got those ones where, and this is the reason why you shouldn't pick women in clubs, because that dark liquor says their true, that always unlocks their true nature, always locks a man's true nature, a female's true nature. And when that true nature comes out, it really unlocks how you feel about somebody. And if you that person that you particularly hate, you gonna tell them how much you hate that person. And females are the worst when telling the truth about somebody. I mean, they will go far and beyond trying to destroy your reputation when they get drunk. I mean, destroy your car, just destroy everything. Just like that episode of Waiting to Exhale. She wasn't drunk. I mean, she had a reason to do what she did, but I wouldn't burn the clothes. I'd be like, really? You burn my clothes, you burn my car. I don't care how much money I'm worth. You did all that shit? So both sides, you're not addressing both sides. You're just addressing one part of the equation, and that's just wrong. It is. It's just wrong.
So what would be the difference from?
Oh, let me address this point real quick because this is a good one. This is a good one. It's just basically saying, you're smart, baby. You can do anything or be anything you want to be. Here's Mr. Lee, your karate teacher. Here's Mr. Jones, your football and wrestling coach, etc., etc. But clearly put, you could be the one to take your kid, and I would say 70%, I would say 69% of fathers take their kids to practice. Even take their daughters to ballet practice. I've done that. And I seen my daughter do ballet before. And then I seen my daughter practice martial arts. Hell, my kids are both in martial arts. And I seen it with my own eyes. And when my youngest son was in a tournament, I was so damn proud. Not only as a father, but I can see my son. And I say, this is God's creation. Standing right in front of me. And he's about to be in his first tournament and his first time. Even though he lost to a maybe more bigger sized kid, which I didn't get that part, but I mean, it wasn't his fault, but how they set it up was kind of stupid. But anyway, I mean, I was proud. I told him I am proud. I was hyped. He lost, but I was hyped. I was hyped, feeling like, oh my God, this is my son. You did this shit, man. He was crying tears because he lost. I was like, man, fuck all that. You did this shit, man. I'm so fucking proud of you, bro. Never call your kids bro. Because they end up getting away with the shit. Like, hey, that bro. Do I look like bro to you? No, who am I? Dad, don't forget it. That's how they get away with shit. Them calling you bro. So I don't get in the habit. I just said it because I was excited. Shit. Oh, yeah. We're talking about the ones without dads, no contracts. What, you gotta be more specific, but I'll read it a little bit more later.
Women in submission to their man versus like a woman being like in her own identity of just wrapped around that man completely. Like, where's the difference of the positive and the negative to that?
Well, it's a slippery slope right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get a woman wrapped up into herself,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually drive her ego level up very high.
Yeah.
Which will be destructive.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all have to have a purpose on the planet. And if a person's purpose becomes themselves, they become destructive to the community and the environment, and they become very self-centered, which is not what you want. You need people to have a purpose that exists outside of themselves. So a woman who actually gains her autonomy in truth, she actually has a purpose that extends beyond a man and children. It actually moves to be more in alignment with a higher power that services the community, that services other people, and it becomes less about her. And the same goes for men. We could have a more functioning community that way. However, if the woman is in submission to a male, what ends up happening is the male becomes her deity, and she begins to service the ego needs of the male. So the male does not elevate the woman to be higher than himself. He uses her for all of the things that feed his ego, which ends up draining her, which is the reason why we have women complaining.
Is it ego or is it purpose? Now, I do fairly admit on one side of the spectrum that there are a lot of egotistical some bitches out here on this planet Earth. But is it a purpose? Is it a man has to have a purpose in life? Most of the times they just there, they get their education, get a good high paying job. Struggle. Some of these brothers are struggling to make ends meet. Purpose biologically, correct. And get in, every once in a good while. And I'm not single, so I'm just speaking for the brothers. At some point in time, it's good to get some pussy every now and again. Every now and again, Raheem, every now and again, Negro. And don't let me have to put that don't let me have to put her on. Don't let me have to put her on. I will be, boy. Listen, the purpose of a man is to get his feet wet in the game, get what he needs to get, and live in his purpose. Just live in his purpose. Get a nice little condo, a nice apartment, or hell, even a house. But even Luther Vandross said a house is not a home without her being in it. But if he has a house and he's paying the mortgage on the house, just respect his house. Respect his house. And one day he can say, I have this person for who she really is, which is a sweet, kind individual. It's not all about sex all the time. All the time, Raheem. All the motherfucking time, Raheem. This dude is I respect him. He loved women just like I do. Possibly even more, but god damn it, control your functions, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Don't come to Vegas. Please don't come to Vegas. Please don't come to this nigga gonna get stuck. That nigga gonna get stuck like, yeah, there's some good potential out here. Vegas, California, Houston, Miami, and where's one? Hell, even Detroit. I have to say, Detroit. That nigga gets stuck like this. Control my whatever, nigga, whatever. Anybody getting tired of this woman yet? Shit, I am.
They are being submissive to men. They're actually being over submissive to men.
Yeah.
Women are out there recklessly engaging in sex with the intention of being submissive to men.
Mm-hmm.
They are listening to men, going to all of these podcasts, and they're doing everything in their power to get male attention. This is them being submissive. If a man says we want them like this, that, and the other, the woman will do everything in her power to hop to that. Well, clearly submission for women is not working because the male's needs are ego driven. So he's not actually doing what the creator would have either one of them do because they're both self-centered. So when you get two autonomous people, you'll know what an autonomous person is, because the advice that men give to other men should be given to every human on the planet.
I got a request. I got a request. Yeah, she's quite boring, but anyway, I got a request. Let's go back to the big titty. Well, no disrespect, no disrespect. That's right, stupid ass. That motherfucker is a horn dog, boy.
What am I projecting?
He said, blow up the blow up the fucking. There you go, Ryan. There you go.
Where's your dad? My dad is at home. Where's your dad?
He said, ha ha.
My dad is at home on a Sunday afternoon, minding his business, probably watching. My father is really more so into like sci-fi and, you know, DC comics and stuff like that. So he's probably watching a superhero movie or ancient aliens on the History Channel. He's into that type of vibes. What is your father doing on this Sunday afternoon? Thank you again, Veronica. I appreciate you, baby. Some white women don't buy hair grease or do their biracial girls' hair. They don't. They don't even wash it. Child. I showed y'all that video of a white woman saying that black women had to teach her how to bathe her coochie when she got to the military because they would take, you know, they would play out the sprinklers and that would count as a bath. Or they would take.
God damn it! You can at least put a dollar in the super chat since I did all that shit. You can put $1 in the mother freaking super chat, nigga. I gave you what you want. Now give me what I want.
You know, they would swim in a swimming
and hit the damn light
pool or swim in a lake, and their mothers would count that as them having a bath. And she said she didn't properly know how to wash herself or wipe herself. I had a white friend. You're not about to get up in here with this racism. I had a white friend from San Francisco. You know, when I was like a teenager, I was working on Saks Fifth Avenue. No, I was working on Fifth Avenue, but I was working at, was it Zara on Fifth Avenue, or was I working at? I was either working at Abercrombie or Zara. All I can do is speak on my life experiences. Not my fault. It doesn't match your message. My life is testimony, and even now, I donate to your channel, a Black woman, to help out, not a clear woman. Thank you, Jerron. I appreciate the super sticker. And no one's discrediting your experience. I'm just asking you: has a Black woman ever helped you, or are you only going to point out that one clear woman that helped you when you had no money? Were you living in a neighborhood with predominantly clear women? Did a clear woman take your virginity? Who was your first kiss by a white girl? Who was your first girlfriend? I'm just curious. Because I'm literally talking about race all day. So get the fuck out of here, bitch. Let me block you. I literally don't talk about race all day. I literally don't.
This is like I said, man. They are literally just, it's just gone with the weird shit. Thank you, my brother, for the super chat. Said, oops, gotta make a deposit. We'll give more. I mean, you don't have to give more, my brother. I mean, $2 is good enough, my brother. See, I'm not one of these people out here that will beg all day, this and this and that, this and the third. You give $2, you cool with me, my brother. You cool with me. This is going to the coffee fund. This is going to the coffee fund. For real, for real. Let's go. Now you produce. Now let me give and deliver.
Stop swearing kids in here. Kids shouldn't be here. This is not for children. I literally set this for not for children. This is for adults. And then not want black. Can't stand when niggas who ain't never been involved with a sister got something bad to say about one, especially since I got a niece now. I can't stand that way. So do me a favor. Don't cuss in my chat. Like, put like an asteroid or like spell things in a different way. Thank you. I must agree, sis. Brothers going after spoiled milk, but yet there are so many sisters out there that will go far and beyond to make us happy and do all the time. But we don't get any credit. We don't get any grace. We don't get any type of appreciation. There's no appreciation for how much we've done for black men. And that's what the issue is. That's what I'm talking about. There's no appreciation. We've done everything.
Shit, they got One United. Put it in there. Put it in One United Bank. That's a black-owned bank. Although, you got to read the fine print. This is what Negroes don't do. Read the fine freaking print, right? You got to read the fine print before you join any bank. Are you gonna get a percentage back for your money? And put your money in life. Stack your money in. What was I gonna say? Not child support. No. What was I gonna say? Life insurance. Invest your money in life insurance. You can take a specific amount out, but yet you're building a legacy when it comes to life insurance. Put that shit, most of your money in life insurance. Money. If you're going to build a legacy that way.
For black men. And yet they will get up here and say we're not good enough, and they will compare us to other groups of women. Are those real? Yes, they are. Why would you? Do you want to get blocked? Because you keep talking shit. White women wear weave and extension. Exactly. My shorty doing it, she white. White one. I'm not divested. I still like black men. I never said I was divested. List. Now I need all of my love bugs up in here to drop me some pink hearts in the comment section. Drop me some pink hearts in the comment section. Who hurt you? You need to choose better. The man around, child. You fine, baby. Be my baby. Send me some money, baby.
No, boy. It's starting to become one of those lives. I mean, I'm with the sister when it comes to racism and everything. I'll just leave it at that. But this last one of the night, people are going to get tired and bored of. So, but I have not had the time to even have an access. I've heard of this person. I think her name is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Cheyenne Bryant. I never. You is so stupid. I never took the What would I do to that? Oh my. Okay, nigga. All right, nigga. Go to her channel. Go to her channel and harass her. But anyway, I never heard of it might be another person that you might like though. It might be another person that you might like. So here we go. Here we go. Let me get rid of this shit. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you have not done so, become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel.
Dr. Bryant.
Yeah, totally.
Right? I'm intrigued because as I was doing my research, I came to the evolution of Dr. Bryant.
Yeah, totally.
Right? I'm intrigued because as I was doing my research, I came to I was like, yo, why doesn't this is probably the most mysterious, most discreet doctor I've ever seen because she has so much like, yo, who is she?
I've never seen this because didn't think this was a thing, but Corey Holcomb, this shouts out to Corey Holcomb, the 5150 show, 5150 Nation. I mean, he's still my boy and all, but my mentor is always going to be Zoe Williams, right? But anyway, he kept mentioning Dr. Bryant, Dr. Bryant, Dr. Bryant. I'm like, what about this woman that so many men are so intrigued by? So I had to check this out for myself. I mean, I guess this is the latest one that people were up against us watching or whatever. So I'm just gonna watch this shit.
Has such a following, but no Wikipedia. I found that like so hard. I was like, yo, who doesn't have a Wikipedia? So I'm literally trying to find out certain things because I'm trying to go deep. You said, how deep we gonna go? I said as deep as the ocean floor.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's where I really want to kind of start. Where are you originally from?
I love that. I want to hit on the Wikipedia really quick. I don't have it because years ago my team was like, let's do the Wikipedia, we got to do this. And my thing again was not for me to get into my field or even on TV with Teen Mom and co-produce shows that I produced to be a celebrity. And I'm not knocking celebrities. I did it again because for me, my purpose is, as a little girl growing up in the inner city, in the hood, to your question, growing up with abandonment issues, growing up with brokenness, and finding my way to use my platform, my books, everything about myself and everyone else's platforms, like your amazing platform, to be able to give those tools and pieces to little girls and little boys like me in the inner city, in the trailer park, I don't care where they are, who are just saying, why me and how, right? How? And so the celebrityness and the Wikipedia meant nothing to me, but the lives that I've been able to change from platforms, from being on TV, from being the president of the biggest and baddest civil rights organization, the kids who have been able to call me and say, Doc, I'm in college, I've graduated, I'm married with a family now, adults who are experiencing suicide ideations and mental breakdowns who are saying, look, I'm not suicidal no more. I sold all my guns. That is my Wikipedia. That is my celebrityness. And that's my bigness for me. And so if Doc don't ever get a Wikipedia, I'm fine. But to that point, because of all the work I've done in the community, because of all the lives that I have happily been, honored and privileged to change, my city, Los Angeles, has given me something that's legacy, that's, I believe, bigger than Wikipedia. My branch and myself and my founder, Joe Gatlin, we have our own street in the city of Los Angeles, as a token of their appreciation for me coming in and giving back where I came from and what I've learned in the sense of coming to a place of mental health and coming to a place of a good quality of life. So
I would say it's the unity of.
That was with that fat, musty bitch. Never mind. There's one fat, musty bitch who needs deodorant. But anyway.
You've obviously been vocal in talking about running away from things and doing this, it being trauma. Do you have a tangible source in your life, ever had a tangible source in your life that you can touch, see, feel, experience what true love actually is, a healthy relationship?
yes.
Who is that?
Yes. My grandmother and my father. And now that my mom is sober, my mother. But in her
I have no clue. I met the brother. I met the brother Cam here in Vegas 3 times, and he a solid brother to me. So uh, he dressed the exact same way. What can I say? Now I know motherfuckers who dress weirder than him. So let's not get this. It's just
addiction, it was
put it this way: who dresses more weirder, him or Dennis Rodman?
my grandmother who raised me and my father, thank God, who didn't allow me to be a fatherless girl, and we were best friends.
No, no,
And
no, 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 no.
you're talking about a romantic relationship?
Yes. That
Oh, love
relationship where
that.
we're talking about, well, the question was, were your parents married, right? And they weren't, so that having an impact on
Right.
you, and that's why you strung them shoestrings up tight.
Yeah.
But I'm like, have you,
That's funny. Usually, usually Raheem. I mean, you ain't googly gaga over Dr. Bryant. I mean, she's wearing a really tight, significant dress there. I mean, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? What you say? Yeah, of course, Dennis all day long. Was thinking about Dennis when I wrote it. Dennis Rodman was the most weirdest dresser I have ever seen on television. But hey, he helped Chicago get 3 rings, so it is what it is.
you being who you are
Nope.
and knowing the right things and unpacking and this
The
and
Knowing
fuck
them
is
now.
wrong with
Knowing them
you?
now.
knowing them now,
Yes.
have you identified someone
Yes.
that you can touch, that you can call, that you know that is what
Titties
you
ain't
want
big
to be?
enough.
Like instead of running away from something, you running
Running to
to
it.
something that you're like,
You
I want that.
stupid.
And who is that for you?
So it is not an individual. No. It's still an ideology. It's still something that I've created in my mind. And so there's not a person that I look at and I say this very humbly, besides myself, because I've done a hell of a job of working through my pain pockets. I've done a hell of a job.
I know what to do when Raheem comes around. We gonna need to get on some. You know what? I ain't gonna do it all the time, but I'm gonna do it just for Raheem. I'm just doing it for Raheem. We gonna get some big titty, big old booty women. We gonna play something for him so he can get hype. So we gonna do that for you, partner. All right. Hell, we might even have a guest. We might have a guest or two. I'm gonna see if I can get Cherokee up in this bitch. I'm gonna see if I can get Cherokee or some of the ex porn stars. No, I ain't gonna do that. Just kidding. But I'll get somebody to get him. Just get him right, because he ain't shit. This nigga ain't shit. Plus, what you say? Plus, she looks like she'll call them people on. I don't trust the face. Will you stop it? She ain't gonna call them. She ain't gonna call. What you call them? 911, 411.
Job of getting myself to a place of thriving and no longer surviving. And so that person is me. I look at myself and I say, I want to be you. I look at myself and I say, I love you. I look at myself and I thank that little girl for surviving. And then that little girl looks at that woman and she says, thank you for learning to thrive. Because now I'm able to be a little girl and do the things I can do. And I no longer have to protect you as a woman and show up in your relationships, because there's no place for a little girl or a child in adult relationships, not just only romantically, but professionally. And so I would honestly have to say that that woman would be me working through, conditions.
Oops, my bad. I'll get it back. Who I need to ask this question real quick. Who in these spaces do you know has big old tiggle bitties in your estimation? Since you all up in tittyism, who has the big old tiggle bitties in these spaces? Yeah, nasty Negro, you. Let me see. I lost it. Let me get it back. I wonder who won the Chiefs, who won between the Chiefs and San Fran tonight. Let's see. Oh, it's right here. Duh. Mm-hmm. Give me just a second here. Just a second. I don't want to hear all that. Come on, 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 come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on,
A
chameleon.
place of self-love. Yeah, 100%. I am who I want to be.
Okay,
I'm
so
her.
this is a trigger for me. Because if you've never witnessed it firsthand, a healthy relationship, you find that source in yourself, which
Well, I never said I haven't witnessed a healthy relationship. Is there a person you
tangible.
said, tangible source that I look at where I'd want to emanate or be like? No. I've witnessed healthy relationships, yes, and I've been in healthy relationships, yes. But anything that I've witnessed as far as a person that I want to be like or emanate, I don't have that. No.
So it's triggering to hear that, knowing that if things get shaky, rocky, everybody wants somebody so they can run off in the sunset with.
Keyword with.
Yeah.
Right.
But
right.
this is the thing, though. And my mom is an angel. And I always love having real conversations
Right.
with my mom. She's a church-going, God-fearing woman. All she knows is my dad. And I use her for a source of wisdom, and she used me for a source to stay hip.
Nice.
And she says this about relationships. Everybody wants to find a happy ending.
Right.
And they want to find heaven in a person, right? And run off in the sunset. But the reality is nobody wants to find somebody who's worth going to hell for. That's real love. Because that's understanding that you're not a finished product.
Right.
You're worth finding the best version of you.
Of yourself, yes.
And you running away or not having a person in your life that can assist, help, you go to and say, girl, let me tell you, Tyrone, he doing it again. What do you do like when Tyrone ain't answering his phone and I know he say he at work, but I don't know, I done looked at the other girl Instagram and they in the same blah, blah, blah. You know how
I get what you're saying,
detective
yeah.
women can be. Like, I need, the
Yeah.
FBI need to hire more black women because they gonna figure something out.
Right.
The black woman I know, strong, very curious, detective, go gadget information. They gonna figure that out. But you not having that source in the time of need, not when everything's good. We don't need no more invitations to the wedding or to the anniversary or to the
Right.
party or to
Right.
this or to that. We need people who gonna help me when I need help in an unconventional or when the situation is not so much straight and narrow.
Right.
That's why it's triggering to me.
So let me hear you right, correct. It's triggering to you because what you hear me saying, which sounds like we have a little slight disconnect. What you hear me saying is that I don't have a go-to person when Tyrone, which I don't have
He saying ain't nobody worth going to hell for, even your children. Oh boy. I mean, as you too funny for that one. I mean, I'll say this. Everybody's different. Everybody's night and day. Boy, that was funny. Everybody's different. Everybody's night and day. I would say I would get my kids out of hell, even if it means me burning up in the process. I would do that. I will give my right arm. I will give a spling. I will give a heart to my children, right? Because I put them. I helped put them here. I asked God for them, and then they're here. So I cherish them with every fiber of my being. My wife,
Tyrone, thank God, or something is off kilter in my world that you hear me saying I don't have a go-to person or a resource that can help me process through that.
Correct.
Okay.
Or I can also add to that, you don't have a healthy ecosystem where I'll give you an example.
No, I got you.
Staying on point is
Go ahead.
quick. So if I take a relationship serious with an individual, it's going to be hard for that individual to understand or to fight for something if her resources are single women,
I agree.
are bachelorettes,
I agree.
are divorcees,
I agree.
are certain situations. And I'm like,
100%.
so they say birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you're the only good girl out of all these?
And another thing, people give advice from their results. Right. So every day we live on the results of our decisions. And so they're giving you advice on things they have experience in. If it's single, it's experience in being single. If it's married, it's advice from a married woman. So what I'm saying is, yes, I have a strong support system. I have a healthy ecosystem. I have people that I do go to. And the Bible says, do I seek wise counsel? Yes. And I have wise counsel within my world and within my foundation.
So
now,
you have them now? Or?
Yes, I have them now. Yes, I have that.
But when I just asked you,
No, that's not what you asked me, or how I received it was, is there anyone who I look to that I'd want to be like or admire? I don't have that. That person would be myself. But as far as a support system, not only do I have a therapist, not only do I have a pastor, not only do I have a mother, and I have a circle of wealth, which I call friends and support system, who, male and female, single and married, who, that's why I said, some do have healthy relationships and some don't have healthy relationships, but they're all part of my ecosystem.
that is, you know what? I had to. You something else. None of us will be saying that on the day of wait on that wait. I thought you meant on the day of judgment. Okay. I read that wrong. So none of us will be saying that on the day or judgmental. We will be worried about our own. You mean on the day of judgment? On the day of judgment, sir. I get it. Okay. We will be worried about our own souls and what our hands brought forth. That's the reality. It is a reality in a sense. It is a reality in a sense. However, while we're in this lifetime, while we are breathing through our nostrils and through our mouths, I will be that protector that our children needs. I am going to be that protector. And I am going to I'm going to literally be holding their hand and educating them on things to do and what not to do. That is my job. Now, a preacher's job is much different because they said that with the blind lead, the Bible says the blind lead the blind, they all fall into the ditch. And if he is the leader and he leads his people to a burning house, he gets the bigger judgment because He's doing what is required of him to do because he is the leader. He's being in charge of some shit. That's what my pastor says anyway.
System. Again, contrast, the person who doesn't have a healthy relationship is also teaching me things on what not to do and things I may not want to do. Folks like your mom, who are extremely wise, who, you know, are still, I'm guessing from what you said, still with your dad.
Right.
She has a different perspective that definitely adds to, you know, me processing through my journey and what that looks like. So I have a very equally yoked circle of resources that help me through whatever I'm going through for the clarity. But do I have somebody who I look to that I want to be like? That person is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
It's the unity of community. A lesson to all men that care. It only makes us stronger. Dove Men Plus Care with 72-hour protection and care for skin.
Now, I want to respond to something. You said there's a lot of that black women, and I know it was a joke, but being serious, black women are women, you know, folks would hire to do the detective investigative work. Because they're going to find out anything. They're going to be on social media, Instagram, cell phones, all that. They're going to piece it together. They're going to figure it out. See, that's the dysfunction that I'm talking about is an issue.
Okay.
And that's also when I'm referring to low functioning behaviors. That's a choosing issue. First of all, not that I'm better than any other woman or they're better than me. I'm not choosing a man that I have to become a detective to. Even the men I caught off weddings from, to their defense, just because I caught it off doesn't mean they weren't good men. I'm choosing.
Negro, do you know what hell is? Forget about all that stuff that you read in the Bible. Because if we're talking about hell, that hellfire and brimstone, that's something else. I'm talking about the type of hell that you're gonna end, that people end up in when you're in trouble. When you've been told what to do and you don't do it, you're being disobedient and you're being selfish. You're being selfish, you're being prideful, you're being all these things. That's the type of hellfire you're going to get, you're going to receive. Now, there are many levels to this. Many levels that none of us understand. We just read our books and we just have an estimate. Oh my God. It's like, oh my freaking God, we think we're actually going to be in hell. If you think you're going to end up in that particular hell where there's no entry and no getting out, there's no entry, which means you can't enter into hell. And then if you're in hell, you can't get out of hell unless Jesus gets you a court. If you're talking about that hell, then that's a whole nother discussion. The hell that I'm interested in is the hell that we keep putting ourselves into. Like all these horizontal issues and shit. It's ridiculous, but let's continue.
Man who I can be a wife or a woman to. I'm not choosing a man that I could be a detective to. So when women are choosing men, I think that certain things to become aware of are, do I have to go into my detective, which is my trauma? Do I have to go into my investigative, which is my dysfunction? Yeah. Because if so, that man is triggering and bringing those things up. And he only brings those things up in you because those things are in him. Yeah. And start trusting your spirit more, ladies. And this is another thing.
Well, let me ask you real quick. What do you, Raheem, fear the most? What do you, Raheem, what do you fear the most?
Women with daddy issues are going to be okay with being an investigator and a detective because oftentimes Remember, they have learned subconsciously how to investigate and detective, why is daddy not here in the household? So it doesn't make me say, why would they not grow up thinking the norm is to wonder where you're at, to wonder what you're doing, and to wonder why you're not there, and think that that's okay based on their norm of daddy issues. I have a father who we were best of friends, who was extremely, extremely involved in my life. A father, a daddy, everything. So I never had to wonder or investigate my father. I never had to wonder or investigate his motives with me. So I don't navigate the world thinking that that's the norm to try to figure out or investigate on social media, through your cell phone, through anything, what your motives are, who you are, what are you doing. That is an unhealthy relationship. That is your trauma and your pain choosing for you. And I would offer that any woman who's in that situation get help. Leaving isn't easy. And to learn how to choose different, learn how to choose better, because you deserve better. And let me go further. The man who you're investigating or you're feeling like you have to do these things with, and you can't just be in a safe space, you can't nest him, he also deserves better. And his getting better is you pivoting and leaving and telling him that he needs to get some help before he can be with a woman who is of your caliber. And when I say your caliber, who's willing to get help for yourself, so you choose different. Daddy issues don't mean you got to be with your daddy. It just means you got to take inventory of what daddy who you didn't have looks like and stop choosing that kind of man. Next question.
Damn. Meaning there's no type of excuse whatsoever. Just because you have daddy issues, just because you have any type of issues, as a matter of fact, doesn't mean you have to be the same man that he was. All that stops. You have a plethora, a community that you can obtain, that you can go to, that you can enter in. I don't want to hear all this bullshit. Well, my daddy left me, my dad did this and that. Oh, fucking boo-hoo. Be your own man. Be your own person. You have a purpose in this world. You literally, and other people, and there's so many resources. It's sad, quite frankly, that certain communities, not all. In Jamaica, right? I have some friends that are from Jamaica. And they tell me all the time, and it is proven, that you have a community of people. And don't get me wrong, they have their problems just like we do, more or less. But still, they have people that can help you, help that child along the way, and everything wouldn't be as perfect, but it's more than enough to get this child moving forward. You don't have your daddy in your life, it can be replaced. If the motherfucker don't even want to be in the child's life, that's on him. You don't have that stepdaddy. But here's how it works in America. You got one nigga in Anton Daniels saying that dudes that don't have kids shouldn't be stepdaddies. Huh? So you gonna leave the mother motherless or the mother fatherless? Is that what we're doing? Let's just, even if she has one child by one person, you gonna leave her fatherless? Really? Yeah, we got a problem.
Y'all know I love going to live events.
And left that nigga silent.
Whether it's football, concerts, or
Boxing gloves still on.
Hey, girl.
Left that nigga silent. I like it.
Yeah, man. And boxing gloves still on. Dang. Yeah, man. And I for the sake of my cigar, I
thing is gone.
yeah, it's about to get there. I just want to ask a simple question.
And it's going to be a simple answer.
Hopefully within the time frame of me smoking this cigar. Do you want to get married?
Hard, yes. Absolutely want to get married.
So my question is, if you've never seen a healthy marriage, how are you able to identify one?
So let me answer again.
For those Negroes who really want to get married, I suggest listening would be your first request. Doesn't matter who it is, just listen, and maybe you'll get somewhere. Listen to the message and not so much the messenger. Everything, I don't want to learn from a woman. Shut up. Shut up.
I didn't grow up in a household where a healthy marriage was something that was present for learned behavior. I am 41 years old. I'm an adult who has done a lot of work. So in today's world with my work.
See, Raheem? She's 41. Healthy. With fun bags, if you will. You mean to tell me, Raheem, you wouldn't want to be in that little something? Anyway, let me
work in my healing, and my old friends who I have now made new friends, I now have, and I do see healthy relationships.
But none that you want to be like, yo,
no, because,
I like what y'all have.
Right.
I want to emulate that.
No, and it's not because what they have isn't healthy. It's because I have a strong sense of self, and I'm not knocking people who look to other people and say, I would like that, or I get what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with that. But I have a strong sense of self, and I don't want what someone else has. I want what is aligned in God's will for me is. And so I have a strong understanding that what's for me ain't gonna look like your healthy relationship. And if I get caught up in, I want that, or I want it to mirror that, then I may be looking and meeting my husband saying, you don't fit this box, which is called compartmentalizing. And my husband, who's God sending to me after all my work, doesn't need to fit a box. He needs to come authentically who he is. And my job is to love him where he is, how he is, and pray on the ways that I don't understand, because I'm not supposed to lean onto my own understanding. I'm supposed to trust God in all his ways. And when doing that, that means I'm not looking for anything externally to idolize. When I have myself in God and I know that who my husband is, I will feel it. I don't have to see it in someone else's world.
I mean, you have your opinion. I'll take a risk because you said some wild shit, but why does she get on your nerves? Why would a person like this get on your nerves? She would actually be teaching you something. I mean, this is the thing. There's pride and there's ego, right? When you clash, you make a certain type of man. Just like when women do it, you make a certain type of woman. I just want to know, like, why would she get on your nerves, bruh? You must be scared of wolves too. Don't want to talk on how you can tell. No. Wait, you must be scared of where so we're wolves. So we're supposed to be okay. Resting bitch face. She has a resting bitch face argument, resting bitch face argument, etc. That's your opinion. I get it. Okay, cool.
And the other thing is we got to be careful.
But if she gave you head every day, you wouldn't be saying this. Raheem, stop lying to yourself. If she gave you some lettuce every single day, you wouldn't be saying that, bruh. Stop it. Stop lying.
want what somebody else has from the optics, because it could look like we want this beautiful mansion and we go in that house, excuse my language, that motherfucker's more homeless than people who sleep on the street. Because just because you got 4 walls and you have a marble floors and you have a gated home and you have a 10,000 or 20,000 square foot home doesn't mean that thing ain't more homeless than the person who's in a high-rise apartment or a person who's in a single apartment living in downtown LA and they're a student who's poor, okay? That has nothing to do with it. So I'd rather have a little apartment with my husband and baby, we got wealth, than be in a big mansion like a lot of people have done and be homeless in that thing. And I'm sitting here creating this image for my people to admire me, but I'm dying in the inside. When you talk about resources and people, I don't want no friends around me who can see me as a mansion, but let me die as a homeless person internally. I'm good. And nor do I want to be the woman who says, I want what Cam and this woman has, not knowing that when this woman goes wherever she going, she's really speaking the real about what y'all got going, but she's not gonna tell me because she wants me to keep feeding her trauma, which is that mask and that costume she's wearing, to make people think that relationship is good. I'll pass. I'll take what God has for me, and I will continue to pray for those who I see have a healthy relationship and support them. But I don't want nothing nobody has because it's not mine. And if it ain't yours, y'all, you can't keep it. You can't sustain it. So stop wanting things that ain't yours. Stop wanting things that don't belong to you. That's called despair. Get you some help. Get you some healing, get you a sense of self, and start wanting things that are yours. And then you may not end up with a man who's beating your ass because you thought he was putting her on jets and buying her Birkin bags and taking her to nice restaurants when she was going home getting her ass beat. But you wanted it though, right? Be careful what you ask for. Start asking God, reveal to me what I'm saying I want, so I understand the transparency of it. God, reveal to me what's mine, so I can have that. And I don't end up praying to you to get out of it. And I don't rush to the altar just to become a divorcee or a baby mama or a baby daddy.
Yikes. Bruh. What did he say? That whole nigga acting broad. No peace. Fuck that. Nigga, she will give you peace. She will give you peace or tear you into pieces. Which one you want? And that's with almost any woman that you come across. That's going to be any woman you come across. Either she's going to give you peace or put you in pieces. That's practically every female, bruh. I don't know what females you run across, but I've run across some I'm saying, bruh, I'm so saying. She literally will give you, it's just like I said before. If you have that type of women, bro, that will give you letters every single night before you go to bed, when you wake up, you gonna say, this is the type of shit that I've been waiting for all my life. Tell me you wouldn't do it. Tell me you wouldn't marry that woman right away. Tell me you wouldn't. You a lie. You a freaking lie, bruh. You a whole lie. Stop it right. Stop it right when she was wrong. Oh, nigga, you a detailed type Negro. She's cute, pretty as hell. Damn, I cannot say a word today. What the hell? There goes the rolling of the neck, cray. So a woman can't roll the neck. She can roll it. She can roll the neck as long as she's doing this. You don't mind the rolling of the neck as long as she's doing this. As long as she's hitting her head back and forth. Stop it, Raheem. You full of shit right now. You was full of shit. You was full of shit. Leave me. Or leave me the fuck alone. I have a big truck and plenty of duct tape. The way she acts. Hell no. What? How do you? But dude, how do you know? No, no, no. Listen, how do you know she's going to act that way? How do you even know unless you haven't had any type of reaction or conversation with a certain woman? I mean, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I mean I've seen you around and I've seen you around and everything. I never had this type of conversation with you before, but I'm just asking, how would you know if she were to act that way? How many women have you had an interaction with, and they always have the rolling of the eyes and the this and that and the this and the third? How would you know? That's all I'm asking. Just from the interview, because she's telling her truth. Because I'm an ex, you are not an expert, so it's because she's telling her truths, bro. The body language. So she's supposed to stand still from her. So from her truths, it's a problem. Oh, okay. Certain words. You're gonna have to get over it because guess what? She might be offended of certain words you say, sir. Certain words you say. See, this is what I'm talking about, that horizontal issue. Because she might have a problem with something that you say, you're gonna have a problem with something that she say. No shit ever gets worked out. Unless it's sexual, of course, and you say, oh my god, her titties, and yeah. You come on. And she gave you the best lettuce in the world. Stop it, nigga. You gonna find a way to work that shit out. Have you ever pimped a bitch, sir? You got me on that one. You got me on that one.
We don't want what nobody else has. We want what's ours, because that is good enough.
You got me.
It's the unity of community, a lesson to all men that care.
I caught that pic.
You caught the pig. Just because you talking loud, just because
I wasn't loud.
Just because your voice is inflected.
I wasn't loud.
Just because you're leaning forward to your
I
camera.
wasn't loud.
Doesn't mean you just caught a pig.
I'm talking to my people. I'm talking to my people.
All I'm trying to say is you took something completely out of context when I said your resources around you that you said.
Yes, yes.
Actually, it's feed me, fuck me, shut the hell up. Feed me, fuck me, shut the hell up. Not face down, ass up. Shut up. Feed me, fuck me, shut up.
We cleared that up though.
Yeah, but the resources that you have around you of healthy relationships,
They are.
Not that you want that. You said, you took what I said and yeah, I said, I want that, but it's not, I want what they have.
I don't.
It's more of an admiration for what they have.
No.
And it's like, yo, like I admire that about their relationship.
There you go. Now, hold on. That's no, because the latter part, I have single girlfriends I admire how they are as women. I have married girlfriends who I do admire their relationship, meaning I love that it's healthy for you. I love that you and him are doing this.
Yeah, but you're talking about mansions and beating and all that.
Cam,
I ain't mentioned none of that.
Hold on,
I just said.
Cam, if it went over your dreadlocks, bring it back.
Yeah,
Let's
but
stay
you're
here.
talking about you catching pics, but you just over here you on a TV timeout.
Cam, we're not on the football field. Let's bring it back here.
Yeah,
I
but you
took it
used
to the
that
football
analogy.
field. I'm sorry. We're back here. I brought it back, baby. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I get it. I get it. You know, therapists ain't well. It's the type of conversation that you had. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, it's the type of conversation that you have. Cam hit that cigar side. I looked at him. Yeah, he did look like he said, bitch, tone and delivery. I don't even look at it like that. don't look at it like that. But I get it. That they're having a conversation, and then I guess he's trying to get something out of her, and she's literally. I don't know. Again, this woman is quite interesting. She's getting. I've been gotten it. I've been gotten it, bro. I've been gotten all that. But here's the thing. You gotta let a woman speak. And then when she stops speaking, that's when you go ahead and spill your soliloquy. And if she gets disrespectful, that's when you let me finish. Hold on. You had time to you had time to reflect. I'm not done. I haven't even gotten started. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I saw that bitch the first 2 minutes. Okay. You gonna meet a classy woman one of these days, bro. You going to. I'm telling you. And she gonna give you the best letters you have ever had in your life, nigga. And it's gonna change your life. And you're gonna be looking back like, God damn, I used to hate these bitches. Now the woman is giving me the best. God damn, what did you do to me, woman? It's gonna be that type of time. You'll see.
I'm not fleeing. I'm here.
Say less.
I'm here. Yeah.
So all I was saying is you saying that that's what I like is more of a wordplay to saying I admire what they have and I want to implement that into my relationship as well. Single people can't coach relationship people. And I think that is what happens too often. So when I'm asking questions about resources, when I'm asking questions about you, hard yes for a married man, I'm saying I'm triggered when I hear that as a man.
Yeah.
When I ask you, do you have healthy marriages that you've seen, witnessed, been a part of, or admired? And you clearly said no.
And I clearly said yes.
For those who are coming in, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you have not done so, become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. It's only $2.99 for crying out loud. Jesus Christ. Let's get back to the video.
But my admiration doesn't go as far as, in your exact words, I would want that. No, I don't want anything that somebody else is. I want to help them have more of the good stuff.
Okay.
Okay? But in the sense of, you know, again, people who are doing well, married or not, but I want to go back to what you said is triggering to you, because I love that you said that. And a lot of people think that. And it's not wrong. I get it. You know, a single woman or even a woman with no kids, how can she coach or therapy a woman who is a mother? Or a single woman, how can she coach or therapy or help or be a psychologist with people who are having marital issues?
You're single.
I'm single.
Okay.
Yes, I'm single. And so I love what you're saying because
I don't believe you, but whatever.
I don't know what other therapists, psychologists, or coaches
Ain't nobody that fine should be single. I'm sorry.
do, but I don't coach married couples. Stick with me. People come to me who are married. I'm helping each of them process their own stuff. Because what a marriage is, and your mama will know it because she's a church woman, and from what she said beyond
39
wise.
years
right.
of marriage.
And even what she said about marriage, everybody want to go to heaven, but you know, there's a lot of hell in it, and love that. She said that. Marriage, like the Bible says, is cleaving. Cleaving does this. Cleaving does this. Cleaving doesn't do this. And so when people come to me married, they're doing similar to Mama's statement. They're coming to me like this. And so I'm not counseling married couples. I'm counseling individuals who are coming with so many issues within themselves that they married on paper, but they ain't never even had a chance to be married mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, intellectually in any way. But what happens is, as I help them as individuals process through their traumas and their pain and their intergenerational issues, they magically either usually cleave or, not many, but some, depart. Because you cannot cleave without shedding. And the shed.
So she, excuse me, she cute and light skinned, ran through, but you be, not you per se, but maybe some of these same Negroes who say the exact same thing and call them cougars. And some of these niggas want cougars. It is what it is, kid. I would, would I marry a person like that? Probably not, because it seems like they want too much. But then again, I wouldn't know. I'm already married, so just throwing it out there. Been engaged 10 times. Told all those niggas no. How do you know all that? How the hell would you know all that? Come on now. How many times has this woman been engaged? Yeah, let's see. What's her name? Let me see. Let me look this up. You sound like a person that I know. Let's see. Husband is she? No, she's not married. But let me see. Is married? Dun, 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 dun. As of now, there is no public record. How many times has she been engaged? So there is no indication that she's been proposed to. However, I mean, it is what it is, kid. It is what it is. I mean, at age 41, they always find somebody. Young, tender, still. She mentioned, yeah, I know she mentioned it in the interview, but I was giving a more extra anomaly than it already was. Habits. Got you. Let's continue. We only got a few.
Shedding that cleaving takes is the shedding of your stuff, your ego, your emotions, your trauma, your pain pockets. And when you shed of that, the cleaving was already waiting there for you. So it's not that anyone, even other therapists, are teaching married people how to cleave or be married. They're really breaking down the barriers that people have that are keeping them from being loving or in love, or like Mom said, keeping them from going not only to heaven, but sometimes taking that detour to hell just to get to heaven again, just to get back to hell, to get back to heaven. Yeah. And so I don't teach them how to be married because I don't think that's something that can be taught. I think that comes through each individual marriage couple, because there's not one way to do it. I'm helping them break down the barriers that are keeping them from what they really want, which is to be safe, to be in love, to go to this heaven space, but to learn how to have the balance.
Well, let me ask you, honestly, seriously, would you take a life lesson from her, or would you rather be comfortable with another male? It's just an honest question. Just like to know, would you rather take it from a male, or would you rather take it from her? What would you be most comfortable with?
With to get through the journey of hell that comes as well.
Yeah, I must ask this question because I'm a product of this.
Yeah.
Has your profession affected your outlook on a relationship?
100%.
How?
McDonald's is supporting 5 young Black designers as they work.
Really don't share. Blah, 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 blah. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Why do we can't have these on these fast commercials?
My husband will be very, very grateful to all of my clients these past 16, 17 years because my female clients have helped shape me to have more compassion. It has helped shape me to have better understanding of the pressures and the seasons that come in motherhood, that come in marriage. And my male clients, particularly my black male clients,
That's fair. That's fair.
the married ones, have really gave me insight on the weight that comes with being a husband, being a father, how much they really are giving their all and trying their best, but it looks different to her. And so learning how to read and communicate, Cam.
So you will relate more to from a male's perspective, you will relate more to males more than anything. Like I said, it's fair. That's totally fair.
Cam, what does it mean when you text me randomly throughout the day and just say, what are you doing? Is that a message? Does that, what are you doing? Is that a message where you're just trying to tell me, baby, I love you, but you didn't say the words? So if I know that what are you doing means I love you, as your wife, the Bible says, love you by knowledge of you, not understanding, knowledge. I now know how to code that. So that helps me not personalize, but you ain't doing it my way. But you didn't say, I love you. And you saying, but baby, I say what you're doing, and that means I love you. So my clients have helped me dissipate my ego. And they have helped me not only gain a sense of self, but understand the different languages that men can speak. Also, it's allowed me to have more compassion and break my fairy tale ideology that women have. I always say this, men get married and become a father and go, oh, shoot, okay, I didn't know it was gonna take all of this. Game time, let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the car and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming, and the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would, your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with, or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this, or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right.
Nigga, don't let me get started on Chaotic's goofy ass. I mean, I do not let me get started on that freaking retard. This nigga had to go and challenge Tariq. And I'm not even a Tariq fan like that. But the man, I would literally go up and say, yo, get your punk ass off of the man's channel. Like, you are literally embarrassing yourself, dude. I can't. He don't even believe he's doing this. But he believes he's something that he's not. That's just dumb to me. He owes me his fucking life. That pump him up. You know what? Fuck it. Look, I ain't gonna talk about it.
I'm here, and I'm gonna learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. So for me, it's helped me break down what all of my clients know. Y'all know I call it the fairy tale ideology. And I'm not exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm gonna go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology of their husband. And hold on, let me say this. To his defense, they almost always have an amazing husband. But because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't shit to her. And remember, have no emotional investment besides I really want them to get this, work through this. I'm going, so because he don't fit your tone of red. You gonna tell me this man still ain't red?
He burgundy though.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, he there.
It's the unity of community. A lesson to all men.
All right. You said I was in the Marines. Oh, simplify. Simplify, sir. Simplify. I was in the Marines 8 years. I've been in wars twice. I'm from Chicago. Shouts out to Chicago, the Windy City. On the West Coast now. My thinking is warped. Man, that ain't funny. I don't know why you think it's funny. That shit ain't funny. I take it serious for our people not to be in the shit, but for purposes, I get it. Right? Trying to get an education. Yes, that's right. Simplify, motherfucker. They're trying to get into the shit, trying to make ends meet. I get that. That ain't nothing to smile about. Nothing at all to smile about. My dad, not my dad, but my grandfather and my great grandfather were Army vets. So, you know, I'm the last one. I'm the last of the clan. So, well, I'm sorry, my son. I almost forgot. I have a son. So, we are not the last. We are not the last of the people. Um, we will definitely grow. We will definitely grow into something. And you deserve praise for what you've done for the country. Even though I still don't believe that black men have no business in the military, because your constitution don't even mean shit over here, because they're still treating veterans like shit over here. He said it ain't funny. We all need a check. Yes, you need a big fat check, but does the government give you a big fat check while you're unless you did your 20-year bid? I know of one. Let's see. I know of one person. It's what is his name? He was in the military. What was his name? Mr. Fantastic. I don't know if you know Mr. Fantastic, but he did his 20 years and he was tired. He got his pension and everything, and he's sitting pretty right now. I don't know how if it goes like that or whatever. But I mean, shouts out to him being in the military and retiring and getting his 20 years. But I mean, he's still a doofus. But as far as that is concerned, serving his country, I mean, salute to him. Salute to everybody who's been in the military and has gotten out, right? But you still need to be what's the word? Not spied on, but you need to be surveillanced, see if you're not suicidal. And some people come back shell shocked and shit like that. That's nothing to fucking play with. That is nothing to fucking play with. Dude, I was being called a nigga. What do you think he does? He plays a role. Chaotic Truth plays a goddamn role. And he knows what he's doing. But he found out sooner than later that role, he gonna find out sooner or later. He keep fucking around and somebody's gonna, let me not put that out in the atmosphere. You know, many times got into a fight with an Arab. They were calling people nigga. He called me a nigga. He and the dude Angel called me a nigga as well. So I'm not bothered by that because you can't reach them niggas. Oh, you talking about in the military? My bad. But then still, chaotic truth does call people niggas. Let me just say that for the fact he does call people niggas. But yeah, the military has a way out of poverty for whole generations of black people. You have your opinion. I have mine. I've heard plenty of stories from plenty of black people and white people that if it's a way out of poverty, then where are 40 acres in the mill? Where are do you get like a house and a car behind all that? I'm just saying, because you got to work for many a years in the military while you're trying not to have your head blown off, or you're trying not to be like a Sam Brown or something like that. If anybody knows Sam Brown, look him up. If anybody knows Sam Brown, look his ass up. Yeah, I know him. Easy to get into the Navy, to get dropped in every jungle and deserve 20 years. Fuck that. Yeah, but he did it. And I almost forgot Jeff Brown. Jeff Brown, my man Jeff Brown was in the military. Salute to him. Salute to Jeff Brown. Jeff Brown. But anyway, I think I might do a part two to this, because this was quite interesting. This was quite interesting, and I got to get my babies. I got to get my babies to in the bed and sleep and stuff like that. But I will get back to this. I think sometime, possibly tomorrow. Who knows? Because this, like I said, this was very interesting. More people died on the streets and in the cities in the U.S. than dying in the military. Stop the cap. That's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. You talking about our people that have a choice of the matter, right? Or are you talking about in today's society? It's like I said, no black man should end up in anybody's military. You don't even belong to yourself anymore. You belong to them. And that is so true of a statement. I'm not knocking anybody. You forget, I just told you I have people in my family who were military. Okay? But that doesn't mean I have to join that motherfucker. I ain't nobody's slave. Again, where are our fucking 40 acres in the 40 acres in the mule? Where is our land? There are people in the military there were people in our families who were forced to serve in the military. Stop it. I ain't serving nobody's fucking military, dude. Nobody. None. Keep calling it what you want. Now, I ain't serving in no white man's military. You got to be out your damn mind. For what? What does it do? What does it benefit us? Not a motherfucking thing. Not even nothing in the world. What does it benefit us? You got to go years before you can get your pension. You got to go years before you can get anything. Have an opportunity. Where's our opportunity? We're still what? 1.5. What? Wealth is what? 1.5. I'll give it 2.0. We ain't wealthy. Join our military. For what? The only time I ever joined the military is I had no other freaking choice. I got everything I have now. And I deserve, and if I get more, I get more. I got everything that I got. The only time I ever joined the military, I had no other freaking choice. No other freaking choice at all. Stop the nonsense. It benefits black people. What white man benefits us? What white man would benefit anything towards us? Black Americans, come on, Chad, you got to do better than that. You got to do way better than that. But anyway, I am, of course, We-On-Loc Nation, and I'm telling you right now, well, I got to turn this off first. I am We-On-Loc Nation, and I am your host for the evening, and I got to go and deliver some shit. Oh, they're in trouble. So I got to go. Employed hundreds of millions of black people. And where are they at? Maybe so. We'll talk about that some other time. But I got to go and handle some business with my kids. And I think I should be on sometime tomorrow. But this has been interesting. Chad, Raheem, Coach D, it's been wonderful. Peace.